Welcome back to the Keystone Central Railroad. Well, here we are, drinking some iced tea. I wanted to give you an update on the yard tracks and the diesel house tracks. I finally have both those in, and I even have the diesel house tracks wired up to toggle switches like I did on my previous layout. So I will grab the camera and give you a quick tour of that, of the yard, and then I'll show you the diesel house tracks. And then that should be it for this video, but I am planning on making a video right after this one, just with some update stuff, so be sure to stick around for that. Alright, hang on guys, and I will show you what I got done. Alright guys, before I move on to the yard tracks, we happen to be looking at this tunnel portal, and I never really addressed it in any of my other videos, but I recently had a couple people ask about it, and I figure maybe I should talk about it a little bit. If you don't recall, my previous layout, the only thing I salvaged from it was this rock wall. The purpose of that was I wanted to incorporate in this layout because I had just got done putting so much time into it. I hated to tear it down right away. The reason that tunnel portal is there, in my previous layout, the coal mine was like supposed to be right here. In fact, well, there you even see a spot where the chute was going to be in. But anyways, the purpose of this tunnel portal was going to be roadway into the coal mine. So that was a roadway tunnel. I haven't done anything with it yet since I started this new layout. That's why you still see it. I don't know if I will incorporate it at all into this layout. I'm probably not, because the way the track plan is here, there's really no way that I plan on putting a road right directly across a turnout. So what I probably will do is I might just leave it in place and cover it up with some more brush or bushes, or remove it and do the same thing. But really, that's not on my to-do list at the moment, so that's why you keep seeing that in my videos. I just haven't done anything with it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it wasn't put there for the purpose of this layout. Alright, anyways, on to the yard tracks. The yard tracks are all laid and they're all powered. I was originally going to power them with toggle switches so I could cut the power to them, but I decided not to do that with the yard tracks simply because I'm really not going to have any locomotives sitting there for any length amount of time. If I do let them sit anywhere, I will let them sit on the yard lead track or the engine facility tracks. So as you see, I finally got all my track in. Nice curved yard. And then there we go, it ties back in. Now, this spur will lead to an industry. It is my petroleum facility on the plan. As long as nothing changes, that's what that's going to be. And I told you I didn't go with originally the 2-inch track centers like I was going to. The plan called for 2.5. I was going to do 2, but before I laid the tracks, I decided to lay some down temporary just to see. And that really was going to cause me issues in this yard area. It'd be alright, I guess, if you had like 40-foot box cars or something, but if you have some auto racks or something in there, the overhang was just too much. You were bumping into each other. So, that's that. As you see, I have the line drawn here for the program track. That is the next thing on my list to do when it comes to laying track. When I get to that, I'm not sure. I am thinking of making a couple videos in between then. Plus I need to see exactly where I'm going to place that Pike Stuff building I got to make it the emissions testing facility. I want to see where I'm going to place that so I know where to run the track. But anyways, now we're on to the diesel house tracks. I got those laid. Now I ended up having some issues with the curves here. this middle one, I laid it 3 times. I just now finished that last night for the 3rd time. I just wasn't happy with it. I'm still not completely happy. Things didn't pan out as well as I was hoping, simply because the engine house there, the track spacing on that is greater than, I think, what did I say? It was 3 inch, almost 3¼ inch track center spacing on that. And I was really concerned about, the main important thing was getting this inside line correct, because I was putting this curved turnout in, which worked out great. That's 24-inch radius. Unfortunately, some of the radiuses on these outer 2 were not as great as I wanted them to be. Like from about here to here, to get it to tie in, this is pretty much 18-inch radius right here. So what I'm going to do, I'll just limit the center bay for the engine house to 4-axle locomotives. No big deal. And the outer one there, it's I forget what radius. It's not as big of a radius as I would like either, but so be it. And I said I have them wired up for or with toggle switches. There's my crude panel, the same one I had on my other layout. I just reincorporated it. I'll give you a quick demonstration of it. And before I get started, pretty much all I did was for each rail leading into the engine facility, or each track, I made one rail of each track isolated. There's an isolated joiner there. Isolated joiner there, and this one over here, because I was having so much trouble with this center track, I just put a gap right here, so it's going to be isolated from here back. Main being, if I put a cut anywhere in this curve, it didn't like that. It was almost wanting to kink it out a little bit. It didn't look good. And I don't like this, but I made it work as best I could, and it should be just fine. But I don't like cutting into a curve right away on the turn. I like to give it a little bit of straight here first. And just this center track was really tight getting in here. I don't like the 18-inch radius either, but it will work and everything will work. So putting an isolated rail joiner here wasn't working out very well, because the HO scale ones are a little bit too big for the micro engineering track. They're too floppy, and with the curve starting so soon, it was really putting a kink in it, and I didn't like it. So I just isolated it back here, which is fine. But anyways, you have your isolated rail, and basically it'll be the simplest toggle switch wiring you ever did. Just a single throw, single pull, single throw toggle switch. On, off. Nothing special. You have 2 places for wires. To wire that up, if you're not sure, quick demonstration. These are your track feeders. One's coming off each rail down, and you run that down to your bus line. Well, whichever one of these are attached to the isolated rail, all you do, cut it, splice this switch in there. Simple as that. I hope you understand what I mean. Doesn't matter which post either side of the wire goes on, just whichever one is on your isolated rail, just cut your feeder wire and then run it in this side and back out to the other wire, and then right to your bus line. Simple as that. Just a simple on and off toggle switch. Alright, let me give you a quick demonstration, and I'll wrap this video up. Give you a quick look here at my crude toggle switch panel. As you see, I have 4 of them here. This is the yard lead, which I have isolated. I forgot to show you the rail gap in that. I just cut a gap in that. I didn't use an insulated joiner. And then this is the the 3 tracks leading into the engine facility, and they're just like they're labeled. This one's close to the edge of the layout, further back, clear back to the yard lead. Alright, to demonstrate this, I'm going to flick the track power on to my Bachmann DDA 40X, and it should start up. So turning track power on now. There we go. I'll just go ahead and run this one around so you can see that it will navigate this radius, which it should because the Bachmann is designed to run on tighter radius. Yeah, I know, it's just a Bachmann, but you know what, I actually like this thing. The only thing I don't like about it has some gear noise at low speed steps. I've done everything I could to try to eliminate it. I just think it's the nature of the beast. I've had it apart about 3-4 times now, trying different things. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. Move this camera a little bit again. Alright, now I'm going to kill the track power to that. There we go. Now I can sit there and it can sit there and not do anything. Alright, let's move to track number 2. kill track power to that thing. And we'll move on to track number 1. That's my MTH Heritage unit. One of them. There you go. Alright, that's the demonstration. I'll turn the track power back off here. There you go. Now you can hear me. Simple demonstration of that. Got, like I said, got the tracks in. The next track I'm going to lay is probably the program track. I do have another video I'm going to make, and it's basically just me talking. I want to give you some information about some future ideas, and also, I guess, just to discuss my name change a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed my channel name has changed. So, alright, I'll save that for the next video. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.